Hold my drink. Don't act like you know me if you don't know my team. That's how it goes, man. Please don't mind me. It is as if my whole life I dream. Winning is all I do, I think. Magic tricks when I roll up my sleeves. What you talking about, sleep? I stay up and get things done. I be like, ready, get me some. You couldn't prevent me from taking the lead in this league. I got stripes and stripes, striking best. Not hide your eyes. I'll just a whole dynamite. Let it ignite inside and still be able to remind them why it's Spud Kingdom. Spud Kingdom. Spud Kingdom. Spud Kingdom. Spud Kingdom. Spud Kingdom. Spud. Entertaining angles like, all right, let's go.
Hey, welcome everybody to the 9th episode of the Spud Kingdom podcast. I am your host as always, Woody. I want to thank you guys for being patient with me as I recover through surgery and this episode being a week late. It's okay, man. You got this. All the good words and thoughts I get from people. Thank you. I want to appreciate all of you. Like I said before, can't do this show without you. This is the Spud Kingdom podcast after all. Surgery setback. This episode is a week late, but I am going to bust out another one also probably tomorrow for this week. So we'll have back-to-back episodes, which means the trivia question will probably go back-to-back. I'm not going to do a trivia for both days. I'll just carry the same trivia for both episodes. But anyway, I'm back. I have my stuff with me. If you hear a little fan noise in the background, I'm sorry. The room I'm in is pretty hot, so I got to have the fan on while I do this. First thing I want to say is thoughts, prayers, positive vibes to LA and all the people fighting the wildfires over there. It's just so sad what's going on with all of that. We do have some firefighters from here in Idaho, especially here in southeast Idaho, helping out. The Swan Valley firefighters just got there last week, and they've been helping out. This episode will cover the last weekend. We had the 2 games with Casper, so I'm gonna cover those 2 games on this episode, and then I'll cover Pueblo's games on the next episode. So before we get to that, one more time, thoughts, prayers, positive vibes out to LA and to the first responders out there fighting the blazes. We appreciate all that you do. Go fight. Thank you guys every day for everything that you do. We got some new additions to the team that we didn't have at the winter break. We got some right before the winter break, and now we got a couple more. We added Leo Mantenuto and Alex Sabev. Leo is a defenseman, and Alex is a goalie. So that means Bertram is no longer with the team. Thank you for what you did for us, Bertram. Once a Spud King, always a Spud King. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the team, Alex and Leo. So we'll get to some of the standings, player of the month, player of the week. We'll have our trivia award winners. We'll have our 3 stars like usual, hockey rule of the week. Basically back to normal now that I have a way to record this. Yes, I'm still in pain, still can't really walk around, still can't do much, but you know what? The show must go on. Anyway, like they used to say back in the day, oh, he's a hockey player. He'll be all right. All right, so let's get to the action. Game 1 was Friday, January 3rd, 2025, at the MAC versus Casper. The Spud Kings come out hot after the holiday break. They had a few shots on goal in the first that showed very promising. Because if you guys don't remember the way we ended the holiday break, our shots on goal wasn't the greatest. So we came out firing in the first. Casper had 8 shots on goal. and the Spud Kings had 18. Came out firing and only took 5 minutes and 29 seconds for us to score. And Ryan Rothke, welcome to the team. Once again, Ryan gets his first goal, and he was assisted by Tim Kim for his second and Bookie Warshaw for his 11th. Just a sign of things to come. A little over 3 minutes later, at 8 minutes 54 seconds, Will Strickland would get his second on the year, and he was assisted by Andrew Schmidt, his 19th, and Easton Edwards, his 19th as well. Scoring would slow down a little bit, but the Scud Kings would get one more before the end of the period. 16 minutes and 33 seconds. Welcome, Leo Mantenuto. Hopefully I did Javi a little bit of justice there. He gets his first on the year, and he was assisted by Liam Phillip for his 4th and Will O'Donovan for his 10th on the year. So this was just a sign of things to come for the weekend. I mean, it's starting to look good. So the period would end 3-0 Spud Kings. And the second period, the Warbirds would give Durkin a little more work as Casper would get 12 shots on goal, and the Spud Kings would match him with the same. Each team would score. So both teams match shots on goal. Both teams would score. The first goal coming at 7 minutes 32 seconds by Casper's Maxwell Ruthkowski. And he gets a shorthanded goal for his 5th on the year. And according to the broadcast, I was listening to what they had to say, and apparently he is known for this, and he has quite a few shorthanded goals on the year. So something to look out for next time we play Casper. If we end up on the power play, we got to watch out for that guy. Spud Kings would match, but not until 18 minutes and 28 seconds when Andrew Schmidt would get his 19th. And he was assisted by Will Strickland, his 6th, and Leo Mantenuto. Once again, that's his first assist with the team. The period would end 4-1 Spud Kings, and we'd have a pretty good lead going into the third, so it was looking pretty sweet. So there was third period would be kind of a coasting period minus all the penalties. There was a fight in the period, and the Spud Kings still shot a good amount, but just getting any through really. So Casper would have 6 shots on goal, and the Spud Kings would have 13. And like I was just saying, no goals from either side. The game would end 4-1, and so the Spud Kings would pick up the W and the 2 points. And Durkin would stop 25 out of 26 shots and have a .961 save percentage on the night, picking up his 17th win on the year. Unfortunately, Ogden would also get the win, so no change in the standings after the first game of the night. After the first game back from the holiday break, I should say. So with that being said, let's get to game 2. So game 2 would be Saturday, January 4th, 2025 at the Mountain America Center also versus Casper. I was in attendance for this game, which was sweet because I knew I was going to be having surgery the following Monday, so I knew this might be possibly my last chance to get in there before I had this long road of recovery. So I got to attend the game, which was awesome. Thanks to the Jimmy James gang for the invite and bringing me along with them. So first off, I want to welcome Alex Saveb. This was his first start in the net for the Spud Kings, giving Durkin the night off. The first period would start a little bit slow. Casper had 6 shots on goal, and the Spud Kings had 10. The Spud Kings could only get 1 goal in the period, and coming almost halfway at 9 minutes 32 seconds, when Tim Kim gets his 6th goal on the power play, and he was assisted by Lucas Ronner for his 9th and Ryan Rothke for his 1st. These new guys chipping in has been really awesome for this team. I mean, this team is almost, I would say, 50-50 different roster from the start of the year, and it's exciting to see the changes and the camaraderie of the new guys. They fit in perfectly with the rest of the Spud Kings that have been there. So it's awesome. So Ryan with his first assist. This would be the only goal for the period. So Spud Kings would end the period 1-0. Second period, lots of action, seeing both teams score. Shots still low, though, as things start to get a little bit chippy in the second. Casper had 9 shots on goal, and the Spud Kings had 11. It only took 59 seconds for Casper to strike, as Theodore Prim hit his 4th on the year, but 35 seconds later, at 1 minute and 34 seconds, the Flying Finn, Jonathan Radikainen, gets his 4th goal on the year, and he was assisted by Ronnie Wade for his 12th and Leo Mantenuto for his 2nd. Leo chipping in, Ryan chipping in. We got Sabev in the net. This is going to be a good night. I could see it already. And I was in attendance, and I had some really good seats. We got some ADA seats because I can't really walk that well. And I was having problems walking before the surgery to begin with. So it was nice. It was really nice. Ronnie Wade and Leo got the assist, and then 8 minutes about 8.5 minutes later, Michaelin Pelletier would get his 2nd on the year at 10 minutes and 5 seconds into the period. And then the chippiness started at 11 minutes, 16 seconds. Fight! Jonathan Radikainen and Xavier Brooks would get into what would be leading to a game misconduct for both players. This fight, it went to the ground. It was this full-on fight. They scrapped it up. They didn't play around. It was well-deserved for the game misconduct. I don't know if you guys know, but in this league, fights aren't usually acceptable because of the age of the kids. And, I know they range between 16 and 20, and they're in that high school to college age. So it's not quite acceptable for the fighting. So when it does happen, they do lead to game misconducts most of the time. So that would be the end of the night for these guys. Closer to the end of the period, at 17 minutes and 41 seconds, the Spud Kings would take the lead back. Ronnie Wade would get his 5th on the year. Yep. And he was assisted by Easton Edwards, his 20th, and DJ the Beast McLeish for his 11th. The period would end 3-2 Spud Kings. So at this point, let me give you a little leeway. So I mentioned I was in attendance, and I went with the James gang. So I went with Jimmy, his son Trace, and his dad Buck, this was Buck's first hockey game ever. So it was kind of cool to see that. But I'm hearing Jimmy talk with his son Trace, right? And Jimmy and Trace have this little side bet between each other. I don't know exactly what was on the line. Maybe it was like food or something, or ice cream, or $20. I don't know. They always bet some cool stuff, but I wasn't really aware that they did this until I went to the game with them. But Trace said the Spud Kings would score 6 goals, and Jimmy said they would score 4 goals. So I hear Trace saying 3 more, 3 more, and Jimmy replied, with 1 more would be fine with me. So I just put in my 2 cents just for the heck of it and said, well, I hope they get 2 more so neither of you win. And then we all started laughing. They're like, bro. So how did it play out? Let's find out. Third period would start a little slow. Casper would have 7 shots on goal, and the Spud Kings would have 10. Sabev would shut down everything Casper put on him. He wouldn't let anything else by. So it was put up a goose egg for Casper in this. Sabev coming out strong in his first start. So the first goal in the period would come at a little over halfway through the period, 10 minutes and 29 seconds, as Easy Easton Edwards gets his 14th goal of the year, and it was a shorthanded goal. Let me mind you, the other team was on the power play after we just had another penalty, and so Easton ended up taking this as he got a great play and a great pass and assist from Will Strickland for his 7th on the year. This was a great play. They got the puck, and Easton got a breakaway, basically. Strickland found him perfectly, and Easton was able to sink the goal. It was pretty. It was nice to see live, too. So right now, Jimmy is looking good on that bet that we were just talking about with Trace. But that would be short-lived. Sorry, Jimmy. At 11 minutes and 44 seconds, Tim Kim would strike a beautiful one-timer for his 7th goal on the year. And he was assisted on the play by Bronson Sable for his 10th and Leo Mantenuto once again for his 3rd with the team. Welcome to the team, Leo, contributing big on the weekend, man. It's awesome. Unfortunately for the James boys, I would have the last laugh as the game and the final goal would be 5-2 Spud Kings win, giving Alex Sebev his first win with the team. Sebev stopped 20 out of 22 shots. He had a .909 save percentage, getting the Spud Kings the W and the 2 points in the standings. So, once again, somehow I called the final score without calling the final score. Now, I didn't technically get in on the bet, but let's just say I would get in and win. What did it do? Get us another 2 points in the standings. Unfortunately, Casper also got the win, and they were able to hold the lead. But after the game, I was able to catch up with DJ McLeese, and this is what DJ had to say after the game.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here with DJ McLeish after just a big win against Casper. How's the motivation and feeling going after that?
Honestly, the boys, we came out pretty strong, and yesterday's game was really good, and then came out strong today. And, it feels really good to get 4 points on the weekend, and the boys were just really going.
Yeah, I agree. Things got a little chippy out there. Any speaking on that tonight?
Honestly, no. It's just, it's Casper. They just want everyone from our team, so they're gonna play their hardest. They're gonna try to get under our skin, but we just got to be better than them and keep our heads in the right place.
Yeah, you guys did that, I think, and you persevered and you ended up winning the game. Thanks for your time, DJ.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yep.
Once again, thank you, DJ, for meeting with me. You're always so kind to stop and talk with me, man. Yeah, what else can you say about the Chipneses besides it's Casper? They're kind of a little rival with us now. They have some of our former players on the team, so sometimes it just gets that way. But thank you, DJ, for meeting with me and talking with me after the game. So this would wrap up the weekend series with Casper. So our overall standings, Ogden's still first in the Mountain Division and second in the NCDC with 46 points. The Spud Kings was second in the Mountain Division still, 1 point behind, and third in the NCDC with 45 points. Andrew Schmidt still leading the team and second in the NCDC with 38 points. Also in the same standings for the goals with 19. And Easton Edwards leads the team with 20 assists. So I say NCDC a lot, and I've never actually mentioned what that stood for. When I was at this game, before I actually ran into DJ and got the interview, I overheard some fans talking, and a guy got a new Spud Kings jersey, and it has the NCDC logo, and they're like, what's that mean? And they're like, hey, this guy probably knows. So I stopped, and I was like, yeah, actually I do. And so it made me think, maybe not everybody knows what the NCD stands for. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw this out there. I know I'm in the middle of the stats run, but NCDC, it means the National Collegiate Development Conference, which is a conference in the USPHL, which is United States Pro Hockey League, which is a junior hockey league that is committed to getting these junior hockey players into colleges and into the, I guess you would call them minor leagues, or I wouldn't call them semi-pros because they're actually pro-affiliated, or sometimes they get into these Canadian under 18 leagues and stuff like that. So this conference is just a sub-conference of a bigger league that is just committed to getting kids college opportunities and getting them in further advancement and possibly getting them into the pros at some point. So, for those of you that didn't know, NCDC stands for National Collegiate Development Conference. And with that, this takes us to the 3 stars of the week. So I have an honorable mention because there was 3 standouts, and then Andrew Schmidt always making his name heard. He was my honorable mention of the week because he had 3 guys that just outshined him. So he gets knocked out of the top 3 for the first time. And I don't know, probably since I started doing my top 3 stars of the week. So honorable mention, Andrew Schmidt with 1 goal and 1 assist on the weekend. And then my 3rd star, Easy Easton Edwards. He had 1 goal and 2 assists, and he's always working hard out there, man. Always putting in effort, always doing checks, playing the 2-way like I've talked about before. This guy plays defense, he plays offense, and he's always up there with Andrew on the scorecard. You see one, if not both of their names on the scorecard every game, and it's just great. 2nd star was Tim Kim. This man had 2 goals and 1 assist on the weekend. Always putting great shots on goal. I don't know if you guys have ever actually watched him when he has the puck and he shoots, but most of his shots are on goal and they look like they're about to go in. And sometimes goalies have to make a great play to stop them. So 2nd star of the week, Tim Kim. So 1st star of the week goes to newcomer and welcome once again, Leo Mantenuto. He had 1 goal, 3 assists in his debut weekend, putting out 4 points out the gate in his debut. What else can I say, man? Like, every time we get a new player, they contribute big in some way. Just before the winter break, we got Jakob Kudulny, and he had some assists and a goal, I believe, before the winter break. We got Ryan Rothke. He's already contributed big with goals and assists. And now we got Leo and we got Alex. And so Leo is my 1st star of the week. Welcome to the Spud Kings, Leo. We appreciate you already, my guy. You're my 1st star of the week. Now, going from my 3 stars to the player of the month. So, player of the month, I'm technically a week behind on, but we're going to throw it out there anyway. So, December's Mountain Conference player of the month for forwards, Andrew Schmidt. I mean, why not? This dude has been dominating. He's number 2 in the NCDC in points and goals. Like, why wouldn't he be player of the month? He had a big month right before Christmas and the holiday break and stuff too. So I could see why he got it. And then the defensive player of the month, DJ the Beast McLeish. I mean, he has been playing lights out and phenomenal since coming back to the team. It was only a matter of time before he got player of the month. He got a couple player of the weeks in the month of December, so it was only a matter of time before they had to give him player of the month. So congrats, gentlemen, to our players of the month. And then our players of the week from this particular weekend we had Leo Mantenuto, who he was my player. He was my 1st star of the week, so he was the player of the week. And then Charlie the Wall Durkin. He only played the 1 game, but he put up big numbers, only giving up the 1 goal, had a great save percentage, added to his league leading in wins. So congratulations to you 2 gentlemen for the players of the week. So we're going to get on to trivia. I just posted on the post the winner, and you guys, I had 3 responses for this, and you were all right. I said the Maurice Richard Trophy, but I was corrected because it is Canadian. It is pronounced the Maurice Richard Trophy, and that is for the guy who scores the most goals in a season. So thank you for the 3 people that had the correct responses. I spun the wheel of names, and the random winner was Judy Duggins. So get a hold of me to claim your prize. I really can't come to you guys right now, so if you need me to put it in the mail, or if you want to stop by and grab your prizes, I can help you out in that way. But I unfortunately can't bring them to you. But our winner for this week was Cutie Rose Duggins. So thank you all that participated. And this week's question, I'm going to make it a little bit easy because it is going to follow into back-to-back episodes. And I want as many responses as possible. So my trivia question for this week for the next 2 episodes is, what is the most coveted trophy in all of hockey? Come on, guys. I know you know the answers to that. So hit me up. I do believe I still have 2 more free pizzas to give out. So I will post the question on the Facebook and Instagram after I'm done posting this episode, after it goes live. And I will post it on there, and I expect some responses this time. It's an easy question. You don't even have to Google it. I can tell some of you have been Googling because you literally gave me the Google answer. But it's okay. It's for fun. I just wanted, a little fun giveaway and give a little hockey knowledge to the rest of the people. So this week's question is going to be on both episodes. What is the most coveted trophy in all of hockey? All right, that brings me to my hockey rule of the week. So my hockey rule of the week is interference. And interference is defined as when a player uses their body to impede the progress of an opponent that does not have the puck with no effort to play the puck, maintain normal foot speed, or maintain an established skating line. All cases are minor infractions. So basically, if you're using your body and setting like what they would do in the NBA, like a pick or like a block or something like that, and the player does not have the puck, that is considered interference, and it is a no-no. All forms of interference, like I said, are minors, so it's only a 2-minute penalty. So I wanted to make an easy one this week because I got to come up with another one for the next episode that I'll probably release tomorrow. So hockey rule of the week, interference. So to wrap it up, I'd like to thank my interview, DJ McLeish. Once again, always so kind and so awesome for you to stop and talk to me. And next time I get to the games, I'm going to try to talk to more of you because I just need some more content, guys. And then eventually when I can walk, I'm going to hit up Eric Hudson and see if he can help me get those player profile interviews that we were talking about. So once again, thoughts and positive vibes to LA and all the first responders out there continuing to fight the fires out there. You're doing an awesome job. We swept Casper. We're still in second. I want to thank you all for being patient with me and sticking by my side and telling me I still can't wait for the next episode to drop, even though it's late and everything. Thank you. I'm going to be on top of it from now on. I'm going to try to get some fan interviews in advance. I haven't been able to get them, obviously, because I had surgery, but I am going to get some very soon, and I will have some more fan perspectives coming up. So thank you all once again. The next episode, we're going to be talking about the weekend series with Pueblo. I'll have a new hockey rule. We're going to continue trivia. And we're going to have some standings and wrap up and recap. So thank you all for tuning in. I'm your host, Woody. And as always, go Spud Kings.
K-I-N-G kings, meaning we seen things. And without a cheat sheet, a walking beast, no wanting peace until I'm knee deep in the rewards I need to retrieve. Keep the receipt once I receive what I work for, but never relieve. Better watch out, if you don't move, get ready to fall down. If you don't root for my son, I'm not proud. Like what you talking about, I'll pop out, even if it's hot out. Somebody let the dogs out, like they coming for the dog out before being brought out. Whoa, they might need to keep me locked out because I will stomp in my stomping ground. So let's know this is Spud Kingdom, Spud Kingdom, Spud Kingdom, Spud.